Hello everybody, here is Georgia Teresa, Humble Voice of Tara. Welcome to my channel. I don't know how long will I be here in this setup because it's very hot. It's not about me, I love hot, but I'm not sure that me and my phone are sharing the same love for hot. So we'll have to see what happens with the phone. If it starts telling me it's overheated, we will probably have to take it off and change the 111, change the place and go indoor. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's good. We're going to wait, okay, for the for more people to come. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about, as I was saying in the shorts, we're gonna be talking about a channel message that was coming to me through the dream, but it was more like a vision. I was literally in that dream. I was watching kind of like a screen. It could be live review, Akashi Records kind of screen, something like that. I felt like it's I'm tapping on the energy, okay, of divine connections, divine masculine, divine feminine, wounded masculine, or divine masculine and divine feminine. Okay, it was more felt like yeah, that's probably the best way to describe. It was kind of like watching the live review of the collective divine masculines, divine feminines, or divine feminines and wounded masculines. It felt more like that, not really all the way around, because I felt and I've seen the representation, physical representation faces of man, man, woman, and kind of like watching a movie, almost like. Okay, what was it about? And I think it has also something to do with the fact yesterday I got, before I went to sleep, I've got this energy of come as you are, okay? Come as you are, I've heard. And also Nirvana, come as you are, okay? So I feel that my dream, or my probably inside, or looking into, why am I not seeing, welcome to live chat, remember to guard your privacy about community guidelines. I cannot see anybody text, but I see hearts. So hello everybody, whoever is here. Oh, 11 people are here. Okay guys, so give me a second. Okay, we have to change that. Hello Baburan, welcome. So hold on, I'm gonna wait until more people come and speak to. I have to change this. So everyone, oh gee, unfortunately we have to change the outdoor to indoor because my phone is not established for hot. Which is um, not really great. I love hot. Where are you all coming from, everybody? Okay, so let's go. Jesus, like, been there a few seconds and it's quite hot. I'm not one of those people that constantly complains about weather. Okay, I'm the one actually that usually defends Mother Nature and the weather because I believe that people have too many negative thoughts about Mother Nature, not realizing that human caused these consequences. Okay, everybody. Hello, Utkarsh Mishra. Yeah, but you need to be patient, okay? Okay, I'm getting quite hot, so... Whew. Okay, everyone, so I'm back. I hope we're going to enjoy this life. Let's clear the energies. We're gonna have a live readings, but we're going to wait until more people come. In the meantime, we're going to clear the energies and do the usual rituals that I do when I try to set this up. Patience is virtue, I hear. So be patient, okay? So I cleanse the auric field and energy. Protect the the trolls, low vibration energies, entities, entities. We are divinely protected. We are 5D and higher frequency now. We are shifting the 50 and higher frequency now, and we don't allow any lower frequencies today. This is a beautiful sacred space, and Divine Archangel Michael, Archangel Metadron, Divine Guardian Angels, and the Guardian Animals of Animal Kingdom, my beautiful baby, please keep us safe and protected from all negative energies and entities and trolls. So, let's be symmetrical and let's go for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hallelujah, namaste. Whew. It's pretty hot. Thank you for your likes, for your hearts and everything. I'm really grateful. Wow! I think I'm gonna have to grab my flanker fan and actually fan myself. Okay. Whew. Ole. Okay, everybody. So, Baburan, you need to be patient, first of all, and not so desperate, because you are emitting this desperate energy, okay, out, and blocking your own blessings, okay? This is for everyone. You're blocking your own blessings by being desperate and by being impatient, okay? So you have to be careful how you how you uh, use your energy. It's very important for you, okay? Okay, we don't have anybody yet, so I'm gonna start with you then. Hello, dear Lisa, welcome. I hope you're happy and you're enjoying this. Everybody, you're gonna enjoy it more. It's beautiful hot weather. It's like a summertime, so we have a lot of beautiful hot weathers, but unfortunately for many, thank you very much. I have many of those. I really love those kind of huts. So yeah, the weather is beautiful and it's really needed for Mother Earth, I believe, but also 1414 we need to realize that if we complain about something that human caused, and this is just consequence, it's not fair towards Mother Nature, okay? So we need to appreciate every season, because we need to be compassionate about Mother Earth trying to get rid of this fever that human caused by the destructive behavior. It's like a flu virus, and the body is trying to get rid of it with fever, right? That's what Mother Earth is now, that stage of having a flu, which is destructive humans that destroy Mother Earth, and now she's trying to shake it off with fever. So we cannot blame her for trying to heal herself. It's not fair towards her. Oh, I love this. I have many of those because I used to be flamenco in flamenco group, and I used to dance flamenco professionally. Okay, everybody. So I want to speak. I've made my notes today, all that I could remember, and it came like a channeled message as well, from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. So I want to read it a little bit, and I want to speak about it. It's, mind you, okay, this is very much about collective energy. It was no concrete people that I would know of. It's just literally collective energy. Baruban, if you're gonna be so desperate, I'm not going to do your reading. You have to be patient, okay? You keep messing with our energy, this collective energy. You have to flow with the, you have to go with the flow. If you're impatient, go to somebody else that is doing reading like a robot. I'm not a robot, okay? So you either wait or just move on. Okay, I guess he moved on because okay, you're there. You have to wait. You have to be careful how you process your energy. The energy backfires, okay? Because I have a protective shield. So whatever energy you emit, it will go back to you. So just hold on, okay? I have some things to say before I do readings. Yeah, guys, stop demanding. It's just not a good energy, guys. You just have to understand this is not a good energy that could collectively even give you any good reading, because you are literally cooking your own energy. Therefore, you creating your own energetic field. All right? It's all about divine timing. Exactly, Lisa. You're exactly right. And lovely to see you again. Haven't seen you for a while, so I'm happy that you found me. That's why I'm trying to come different times, because I know that my viewers are all over the world, not from only one place. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you all so much. No worries. I know you may be in hurt, but the desperation not gonna help it, okay? Your spirit guides must prepare that message for you first, okay? I'm not deliberately postponing this. It's just I don't feel guided yet. You have to understand how it works. I can do your reading in a few minutes, but let me first say what I want to say. Anyways, I want to wait for the divine message when more people will appear. So I may eventually do Baruban so we can calm his soul. And then we continue with a collective message. Hello, Death Without. Thank you, I'm sorry. Why are you sorry for that? Hello, The Truth. Okay. So, yeah, so I'm gonna be, okay, we're going to get over with Baruban, and then I'm gonna continue, because that energy would be lingering, that energy of desperation is gonna be lingering, and I won't be able to focus. I'm just seeing Hornet got stuck here. Actually, I'm guided to see. Spiritual meaning of okay, spirit animal. Okay, they don't, I can't really see. Oh, the hornet is a spirit. Okay, so because we had this, oh, he found his way out, so perfect. We had this spiritual symbolism of hornet, because we just encounter hornet coming into our home. I just found his website, asknebula.com. Hornet spiritual meaning. In many symbolistic traditions, the hornet's meaning represents protection, courage, and push towards. You see, we are divinely protected here. Hello, Smidge Melon. Okay, perfect. I wouldn't like to call you death. I don't like that word. Even though I'm not afraid of that, but it's just depressive. Anyways, if one has been showing up in your space, your dreams, or your thoughts, you're not alone in wondering what might mean. Some people turn spiritual advices and some personal readings, la 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 la, blah blah blah. Hornet's meaning is often viewed symbolically as representing qualities that may inspire reflection in different areas of life. Yes, maybe Baruban, this is for you. What's your message, Baruban? Okay, ask your question. We're going to do you first, and then I'm going to continue with the collective message, and then we're going to do more people. One thing worth keeping in mind is everything here is hornets themselves are still wild insects. Hornets spiritually. Generally speaking, hornets are attributed to being strong, determined, and independent. In symbolic interpretation, hornets are often associated with strength of will and one's own sufficiency, while be quite aggressive in defending their space. There you go. So the hornet just came to back me up. Thank you, beautiful hornet. He's just gone now, so it was all. So it could be for somebody. Okay, Baruban, I can do reading, but I'm just out of experience of doing many readings to all. If somebody tells you that directly, don't contact me, I'm not in love with you, stop trying to contact me, I would say, I would take it as a fact. You know, this is the fact. So you just have to get away with it and you just have to move on. But let's see what the spirit guides want to tell you. Okay, guys, let's do Baruban so he has peace of mind and we can move on with more peaceful energy. So please, divine angels, spirit guides, please connect with Baruban and tell him what he's meant to know right now. Okay, I'm connected. What is it that he's meant to know regarding to his girl that he's referring to? Yeah, heal your heart. First card, heart healing. Okay, that I hear that message is valid. Okay, your spirit guides are trying to tell you this connection wasn't meant to stay. However hard or difficult it is to hear, this connection was here temporarily between the two of you to heal some karmic, painful trauma through the lineage of your generations, both of you. So you both souls chose to have this temporary karmic contract between the two of you to heal some wounds within the two of you. Okay, Baruban? And that contract has finished and fulfilled its purpose, I hear. So I'm sorry that you're hurting. I know the breakups are never easy, but this is very gentle advice for you from your spirit guides. It's now time for you to heal your heart from that, to integrate that experience and find the higher wisdom. What is this experience meant to, what was this experiment to teach you? What it has taught you? What have you changed about yourself because of this experience? You need to rest, you need to take your time, you need to really go within so that you understand the higher meaning of this connection and why it came to your life for such a temporary time. What I feel here, why it came here and you had to experience it, to help you to connect with your own path, with your own self-mastery, to be able to learn how to be self-efficient, I hear, and to take responsibility for continuing forward on your own by yourself. Okay, now this period is about connect into your heart, okay? Bring in all the experiences. Take the message from her as a valid that cannot be changed. She was pretty direct, right? So she was pretty direct to you. Detach, okay, from that. You need to accept the truth, I hear. You need to accept the truth, what has been said to you, loud and clear. And you got to release that. I'm sorry, Baruban. This journey is not meant to continue between the two of you. I know now you are in the state of shock, and you have, that's why you have this energy of desperation. You have this energy of pain and that hurt, but all needs to be processed. So cry, okay? Release that pain naturally, okay? Don't hold it within you. Don't try to chase after her, because you can make it even worse. This journey has naturally finished, okay? You met each other only to heal some generational karma, yeah, traumatic experiences through generations that both of you carried from the previous generations of your lineage. That healing through this is going to teach you grace and moving and taking actions in more graceful and integrity based mannerism. Okay, it's meant to teach you to act from more from mature masculine, if you're masculine, from mature masculine energy rather than wounded masculine. And I suggest you to stay after we finish this and hear the collective channeled message that I received in my dream, as I was talking about, because it's probably gonna resonate some way, shape or form with you as well. You are operating now in your wounded masculine, Baruban, and this period of time is about your heart healing. Take rest, connect with nature, heal through Mother Nature, connect with flowers, perhaps I would say daisies would be white flowers, yeah? Color white. Innocence, okay? You must tune back to your innocence. You need to find that innocence within you and take responsibility for your actions. Whatever happened, you need to take responsibility for that. You need to integrate it and turn it into light. This experience you have to turn into purpose. And then with that purpose and true higher perspective of ego, you learn from these experiences and you can choose to continue as more elevated being on integrity and grace, and continue with responsibility in your next chapter of life. But this chapter have unfortunately been finished. It's just temporary. And I hear if this connection is meant to reconnect in future, it's only up to divine guidance. You have to let it go now. You have to let it go and move on with your life. And if it's meant to come back because you both learned something from it and you learned the lesson, there may be another chapter or may not. But what I keep receiving is that at this moment, this journey is about forgiving and learning from the situation and moving forward. Okay? Let go of control issues. Stop controlling inevitable. Stop controlling inevitable. Okay? Hello, Cosmic Key. Thank you so much, Cosmic Key. Yeah, I love them too. They're actually handmade by Inku tribe from Amazon forests. From I think it's Peruvian part. Not too sure, but they were Inku tribe. Tree. I saw in the timer I saw 4 trees, and then I see 3 people here and 3 likes. Very nice. So we are divinely protected. So that's what I see there, Baruban, with you. Okay, I'm so sorry, dear Baruban, that you hurting. It's never, never good for us to go through this, but it's part of the process of evolution of us and spiritual journey. We just have to embrace it. As much as we embrace joy, we have to embrace the pain and the heartbreaks, and just take it as a lesson and learning from it. Learning from it, not to become more bitter, but to become more wiser, I hear. Okay? So, that's it. Okay, everybody, so we've got a few people here. I'm just going to... Hello, Lucia, Anna Lucia, welcome. Lucia, unfortunately, I cannot do health issues, okay? It's against the morality of spiritual guidance, and unless I would be actual medical intuitive that can scan the body of your son, I'm not going into that sector. Okay, health is something that has to be checked by true spiritual intuitive beings in holistic medicine. If you believe more Western medicine, okay, go to ask doctors, but I cannot really help with actual health and tell you if his health is going to improve or not. I can give him guidance about lifestyle, that's the only way, but I can only tell you what spiritually I know about. I'm not sure if you are talking about cancer, if you are... Where are you? Hello, Luna, welcome. I don't know if I say hello to you. To the biopsy. So biopsy, isn't it a test for tumors? Yeah, I can only suggest, but don't take me like I'm not a doctor or any professional. I can only, as a human to human, tell you what I've read, and you can read it yourself. I've read and that from the wildflowers and holistic remedies, you can prevent situations and states like that, or you can help a little bit by drinking dandelion root, apricot seeds, okay, the seeds from apricots is very, very bitter. Okay, Cancer doesn't like bitter. Okay, Cancer thrives on sweet, so reduce sweets and apply more bitter. I'm not saying it may heal anything, but it's what people from experience that I see around me stated that it improved their state, and it's good just to change the body to more alkaline and less acidic. Cancer doesn't like alkaline, so go and do research. I would suggest you go and do research what are the alkaline foods, and ask yourself, do some research and try to apply more holistic approach as well. And that's all I can say. I cannot really advise, because we live in a matrix where everybody unfortunately we have to protect ourselves. Okay, Rockefeller used to kill doctors that tried to heal with already effective medicine of herbal remedies, because Rockefeller wanted to take monopoly, and he did, pharmaceutical industry. And as long as this pharmaceutical mafia industry is in the lead, people like us, like me, are silenced, you know. But I hope, and I'm gonna pray for you, for your son, okay? But unfortunately, I cannot really tell you. I can only tell you guidance from a spirit guides. Yeah. You have to transform the perspective. Also, anger, guilt. Yeah, watch Louise Hay. She went through the cancer herself, and she's perfectly explaining how she got rid of it. I would suggest really deeply you to watch interviews and podcasts with Louise Hay. Louise Hay. Yeah? She explains how she holistically got rid of her stage 4 cancer. And it was all through mindfulness and changing lifestyle. That's all I can recommend you. Something that is already out there in public. I can just refer you there, okay? I wish you all the best. I'm gonna pray for you, and let's send the beautiful healing energy to Ana Lucia's son. We all sending you healing energy. I hear don't get yourself to fall into the negative thoughts and beliefs about this disease that perhaps doctors told you, or you hear in media. Okay, try to calm the minds, and it's going to help, because we know now it's already happening to come into the light, that the disease starts in the mind, and then the last stage is that it manifests in the body. So your son needs to heal all resentments, or guilt, all anger, okay, has to go through these. If there is something of these three that he's holding within, if he integrates it and releases it, that is how Louise Hay healed herself. So you will see, maybe that could help, maybe not. Okay, because the pain is stored in the body if it's held within for too long. We need to therefore release all those traumas. Release them. I wish all the best to your son, okay? Mm, I forgot what name you said you have. Anyways, yeah, let's move on. Sometimes to push hard is not the best way. Okay, we have to have discernment, because it's like a martyr energy, and martyr energy stems from unhealed trauma. I have to punish myself, so I'm gonna push the hardest. And yeah, we need to absorb pain, but we need to especially release that pain. If we hold it in the body, it manifests in the body. Not Luna, no, it's coming in November, and I'm still going through one stage, one round, and I'm still not sure if I'm gonna pass or not. So that round will be, the live auditions will be, I went through the smart auditions, I passed those, and now it's gonna be live auditions, which will be somewhere in, I think, towards the 20th or 22nd of September. And I think that they will take some time for decisions. So I guess around October they're going to let me know if I passed or not. So it's a long process. And then eventually they will let me know if I passed. And then I will know if I'm going to go or not into the finals to San Marino. So it's a long journey. But I'm patient. I'll see how it goes. And I'm just going to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear Luna. Okay, everybody. So I'm going to take a little break from personals, and now I'm gonna actually speak about the collective channeled message, which I believe that many of us here are in divine connections, so it can help you some way, shape, or form to understand this. So what I've had as a vision during my dream, so-called dream, I believe it was more like allowed to see part of the collective energy of either live review of Akashic Records, so that I would share it with others. 4-4 right there. So hello dear Sue, welcome. Hello, you came at the right time. I had an incredible channeled dream today. So I've made some notes, okay, and I've channeled some collective message from Divine Feminine to Wounded Masculine, But if some of you females are actually identify with archetype of a divine masculine energy, and your males are more like a connect feminine energy, there's exceptions like this as well, then you have to switch the roles. But that's how I receive the collective energy. Okay, again, it's not any concrete assumption of anyone, it's nothing concrete to concrete people. This was literally collective energy, and I feel guided to say it. So please, nobody take it personally. I repeat, nobody take it personally. It's just collective message. If you don't resonate with this, it's not for you. Okay, if it's not who you are, it's not for you. Okay, it has nothing to do with me in terms of it's nothing to do with you. It's the connected collective energy that I'm gonna say the spirit guides have sent towards me through this dream. Okay, so let's go. So what I felt, the first of all, I've seen the screen almost like as if I was watching some movie unfolding between the two lovers, divine feminine, divine masculine. But I felt the energy of the masculine more like a wounded, more like in pain, hiding, okay, not having a courage to connect, okay, because there were some traumas that the masculine may have been dealing with. But what I felt is that there was a I hear insufficient foundation established between the divine feminine and the masculine. Okay, the divine feminine, divine masculine. It felt that this story was ongoing for centuries, perhaps lifetimes, perhaps in this lifetime for years or decades. Okay, and divine feminine, divine masculine activated within themselves a lot of wounds to heal them out, okay, to highlight them within each other and heal them out from each other and build each other up to realign with their divine selves from the wounded places that they've been. I hear for generations stuck in, or for lifetimes stuck in, okay, repeating the loop, the cycle. And these masculines kept using different so-called games or tests to test on divine feminine, because there was no courage to approach divine feminine in directly. Okay, there was in this collective energy that I've seen, this timeline that I've seen as a watching the screen, like live review of collective energy of the masculine, divine feminine, this particular timeline, I've seen that the masculines were healing the generational wound of not feeling worthy enough to approach divine feminine direct way. So they were using different masks, different scenarios, different created stories, different names, yeah, to approach divine feminine, and created this kind of game scenario to approach divine feminine in different places, in different scenarios, to be close to her, but don't reveal their true selves. So it created this catch-22 energy between them. And I felt that it was ongoing for a long period of time, or for even lifetimes, okay, of these twin flames, divine contract. I've made more notes, so I just want to read the notes as well. But first I want to do this channel, what I just now see. Okay, so this message from spirit guides especially was, it's time to embrace, masculines, your authenticity, and understand that you've created a catch-22 where your divine feminine cannot play with you because you have never told her, the rules of the game that you've created. So it created a catch-22 scenario when the divine feminine cannot react to you and to the made up identity that you approach her with, because your divine feminine feels you directly through the soul. She recognizes you. But because she doesn't understand the rules of your game, she doesn't understand why you have chosen to approach her this way and what is it that you expect from her to do. It was very painful for divine feminine and very confusing for divine feminine, and it was creating a lot of, I saw like ripple effects of chaos through that catch-22. And I'm gonna explain what I mean, the catch-22 that divine feminine feels from that masculine indirect approach through different names, different places, but he's not approaching her as himself. I mean, with his true name, true identity. He doesn't even tell her, she just feels it. But because there is a clash between masculine's logic mind and feminine spiritual connection, they cannot understand and meet in the middle, because there is this catch-22, okay, happening in the between. Divine masculine, the guides are telling you, be authentic and approach divine feminine with authenticity, or explain her the rules. Why are you choosing to approach her this indirect way? What is the intention and what is that you try to achieve or find out through this indirect approach? Is it, and now it splits into the two paths that divine feminine is put in front of. That's the catch-22. Does the divine masculine approach her from different names, aliases, or different made-up identities because he has not enough courage to approach her directly, and he would hope for being recognized and indirectly connect in more deeper level, even though that identity hangs there in between them, in hopes that divine feminine will recognize him and will interact with him in a loving way, so that he could be hidden under a different identity but still feeling safe in embrace of her love, feeling love through her. Or the different direction of this game is he approaching her under another made up identity because he's trying to test her loyalty, he's trying to test her faithfulness, he's trying to see if she's going to flirt with a different identity, not realizing that she already recognized his soul and thinking with his logic that I'm just gonna test her. If she's gonna flirt with me, it means she's flirting with strange people, and I cannot trust her loyalty, I cannot trust her faithfulness. She's basically flirting away with other people. So that gives me my proof that she's not faithful and loyal to me. So that's the catch-22. Divine Feminine cannot interact with those made-up identities because the Divine Masculine didn't explain her the rules of this game. He didn't let her understand why he created this scenario. And it keeps repeating in the loop cycle for not only this lifetime, but many lifetimes before. And that created this unnecessary ripple effect of chaos that didn't allow them to actually unite. Okay? So Divine Masculine has to explain the rules, why he does that, why he's creating this indirect connection. Is it because he's testing her loyalty and faithfulness and he expects her not to interact with different identities, or he wants her to recognize him and interact with him under different names because it's safer for him not to reveal his true self because he's no courage yet to approach her the right way. That's the catch-22. He puts Divine Feminine under. He needs to understand the seriousness of that catch-22 that he created. This is, I hear Spirit Guide say, this is when somebody's trying to control something that is divine and it's meant to be driven by the divine. Divine Masculine is creating controlled scenarios out of fear-based narratives and stealing the steering wheel from the God, divine hand, and creating much more unnecessary chaos and ripple effects and disconnection and misconceptions and misunderstandings between the two of them and unnecessary misconceptions and assumptions about his Divine Feminine. Whilst on the other side, Divine Feminine has nobody else she cares about, only him. She loves him endlessly. She's trying to let him know all possible ways that he needs to approach her authentically because she's always thrown in this catch-22 by him repeatedly, and she cannot interact with those strange different identities, even if she knows and feels that soul signature of this Divine Masculine. But it's, if she would interact one way or the other, it would be, she would be doomed if she did, and she would be doomed if she didn't. Because if one of those scenarios is that Divine Masculine is approaching her because he's shy or he's insecure, wounded masculine, to approach her, or has some important circumstances that he cannot approach her under the real identity, openly, authentically, out of different whatever reasons he has, but he hopes that she, as a psychic or as an intuitive being, will recognize him and they can interact in loving ways without calling it out. Okay? If she did interact that way, the catch-22 is she could be doomed if the wounded masculine's reason to create this game was the other side, that he's testing her loyalty, testing her faithfulness, and trying to test, if I change my name and pretend that I'm somebody else, is she gonna flirt with me? And if she's gonna flirt with me, yeah, that's my proof that she's not loyal and she's a cheater. So she is The higher self of divine feminine is speaking to higher self of divine masculine, and spirit guides are backing it up. She's saying, out of love, please, divine masculine, the only way I can approach you out of my deep love and loyalty towards you and only you is if you approach me authentically, with open heart, with courage, or explain me your rules, so that if you cannot, for some reason, approach me in public view as yourself, explain me that in privacy, so that I know that it's you. You confirm it that it's you, and we can beautifully create beautiful connection without anybody else knowing your real identity, but your divine feminine must know it. That would stop creating catch-22 scenarios and be finally blessed with truth and honesty. Okay, that was what I've seen as a movie, as a story, as a live review. Spirit guides are very, very frustrated by that, because it's been ongoing generational wounded place coming from the masculine energy. For some minorities it could be vice versa, it depends who is the one that is doing that. And divine feminine is guiding divine masculine. You don't have to test my loyalty. You're the only one ever wanted and wished. You're the only one that my heart belongs to. You're the only one that I care about. Please come authentic and true. And explain me between the four eyes, between the two of us, your rules of a game. Or let's not play games and be authentic. Come as you are. Come as yourself. Spirit guides are blessing these divine connections, and they are heartbroken when they see that the wounded mind creates unnecessary blockages, creates unnecessary chaos, and creates unnecessary negative ripple effects, assumptions, and negative misconceptions between the two souls that have nothing else but pure love for each other. Okay? This was the divine message that has to be said for wounded masculine to understand the catch-22 that he's been creating with this game, with this scenario, not perhaps being even aware that this catch-22 is there, because in his logic mind he may see it different way, but that's why they need to communicate. They need to be open to each other, because they are truly divinely connected. And if this generational karmic loop or trauma loop, wounded loop, not karmic but wounded and trauma loop, keeps continuing in initiation of divine masculine, there will be no chance for them to ever really, purely, honestly and truly connect. Therefore, authenticity and honesty is necessary in divine connections. Okay? It must be healed. That wound within the masculine must be healed. And the wounded masculine must understand that divine feminine cannot participate in any games that she wasn't given the rules on. Okay? Because doomed she would be if she went one direction, and doomed she would be if she went the other direction, because she doesn't know the intentions of why the wounded masculine created that game. So that's the catch-22. Okay, so this was a divine collective message with absolute blessing of spirit guides and higher self for both of them to heal that wound, generational wound, and for lifetimes, I hear, that is meant to be corrected. That soul correction needs to be corrected in this lifetime. It's time for the divine unions to unite in the proper way, in authentic way, because they both have grown, I hear, into their higher selves. But this is still lingering there as long as divine masculine or wounded masculine let his mind, his wounds speak for himself. His wounded self, his traumas speaks for himself, and creating scenarios that are only creating more chaos and more blockages. You are divinely protected, I hear. The divine connections are divinely protected. The wounded masculines, you have nothing to worry about. The divine feminine loves you deeply. There is no one else that she cares, but she cannot participate unless you tell her the rules. Come authentically, come as yourself. Be courageous. I see fool, I see trust card. Trust and take that leap. As soon as you take that leap, 9 of Cups, you will have your wish fulfillment. And you can finally open each other through your inner children and purity of this love with blessed angelic energy. You are divine connection, and therefore you are backed up by angelic realms, your spirit guides, your higher self, blessed with light and love, protected from karmic interference. That divine masculines, wounded masculines, must let go of need to create unnecessary chaos in catch-22 stories and scenarios. That's what was the message. I believe I don't even have to read my notes because it came straight through the source. So please, guys, masculines, take it to your heart, okay? 111. Take it to your heart, masculines. Don't let your fears destroy something that is divinely destined and connected to you. Don't continue those cycles. 11122. Let's see if we get the divine message backed up through the cards. Please, divine spirit cards. Yes. Just breathe, divine masculines. Heal that wound within you so that you and your divine feminine can shift from 5D connection to 3D connection. You both want the same. You both desire each other the same. You both hope for the same outcome. Believe and succeed. Take responsibility and approach each other authentically. Make the effort to heal that wounded part of you, masculines. To stop needing validation that your divine feminine truly loves you and would be loyal to you to the rest of her life if you let her and approach her with your authenticity, truth, honesty, and your true self identity. Stop creating these scenarios. The catch-22. Remember, there is no way this can work. This game, this made up scenario. Just flirt openly with each other under the real selves, identities, and names. Open your hearts and you will get your reward of love that you wish for. It's already written for you. It's already yours. Nobody can steal it from you, masculines. Your divine feminine is fully devoted to you. And your contract is sealed. Okay? Masculines, your divine feminine already chosen you long before you were even aware. Because you only awakening into this. But your divine feminine knew all way long, all the time. Because divine feminines are naturally connected. This could be the one. She's the one. You know it, she knows it. You know she's the one, she knows you're the one. I saw 1:14:14. You've already met her and you've already both know there is no age, no distance, no cultural differences, no location differences, no differences in any ways that could separate you. You share the same values, I hear. You share the same principles. You share the same level of integrity. And you are mature souls. You don't play games of cheating. You don't play those games. Now it's time to settle in 3D base chakra, in 3D physical reality, to make this connection realize in the 3D reality. The only way you can do that is to come authentically. Your divine feminine will not participate in that game of different identities because she's cherishing your connection and she's protecting their connection by not participating and not creating more chaos. So change the focus from those fears, divine masculines. Okay, hold on, I have to, whatever. Change your focus from those fears, divine masculines, and learn from this. Learn that you cannot control something that is controlled by God, that is already orchestrated before your incarnations, that you've already signed up for, that your spirit guides are already creating for you. You just have to let go of those fears and all those necessities to control with your logic and fear-based beliefs and creating more chaos. It's worth waiting for. She is waiting for you to approach her authentically because she knows it's worth it. She knows you are the one. She knows there's no one else. She's not interested in no one else. You are the one she chosen in many lifetimes. And now it's time to come authentically. Stop denying yourself, masculines. Stop denying the truth. Your inner being is already guiding you there. It's already helping you understand that you are safe in her arms. You are safe in her energy. You are safe in her heart. You are safe in love. You are safe, divine masculines. You don't have to be afraid of rejection. I hear you don't have to be afraid to be abandoned. You don't have to be afraid to be cheated, or you don't have to be afraid to be deceived. Divine Feminine operates from higher love, higher level of love, not the karmic feminine's love. You have gone through your karmic feminine's period to learn discernment, and your soul already knows how it feels when you deal with the divine feminine. You know yourselves, divine masculines, even though your logic mind or your lower self still denies that, perhaps. You know the difference. You can feel the difference in energy and what divine feminine makes you feel. You feel the difference. You've never felt it before. You may be even feeling, when experiencing the energy of your divine feminine, you may be even feeling afraid of it because never experienced it. Perhaps you may be feeling, I don't understand this. Why is this divine feminine make me feel so deep? Yeah, perhaps the wounded masculine may be feeling, oh, she put a spell on me, or she, some way, shape, or form, doing some voodoo on me. No, that's the divine connection. That's the divine energy. That's how true love on a higher level of 5D feels and is experienced. Because you, divine masculines, you have passed all tests with your karmics. Therefore, this is your reward. You have passed and you shifted to the timeline where you can finally connect with the higher love of your divine feminine, where you both are on the same page. You both have the same values, principles. You both operate on the same foundation. You both co-create the same foundation of this connection. Trusted divine masculines, and come authentically. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, divine masculines. Clearly decide and manifest what you want to happen. Finances and career. Don't hide behind finances and career. Okay? Don't sabotage something that is divine. Don't continue sabotaging this, divine masculines. Because that love is blessed with God, I, the source. And your hearts are already connected on the 5th D and higher realms. Okay, this fell off the table. It's time to release all those negative perceptions, negative thinking, negatively influenced thoughts that come from wounded places. It's time to release all that and open your heart. Release, I hear, release all the blockages from your heart. Release all this dense and like heart debris, or I can't find the proper word in English. Like, you see how he's doing, like all this is like armor. Open your heart. Let your divine feminine see you from your heart. Only that way you can connect in authenticity. Only that way you can succeed in this connection. Your divine feminine knows it. Therefore, she's very patient and loving and kind. waiting for you with unconditional love to embrace her the way she is and allow her to embrace you the way you are. But you have to come authentic without any masks, without any different made up identities. Remember, masculines, she sees you through your soul signature, okay? But you have created catch-22 scenario, and therefore her hands are tied. She cannot interact with you if you don't come real, because she's protecting this sacred connection with you from self-made sabotages by that catch-22 scenario. That's how I'm going to end it up, because that's all I felt. It's very exhausting, okay, divine masculines. This is exhausting to divine feminine. It's breaking her heart, and it's creating unnecessary mistrust, okay? It's not needed, because your connection is divine. It's already perfect as it is, if approached in both sides with authenticity, honesty, truth, and all values and principles based on integrity. Divine connections can work only when followed the right principles and values. That's why I did 2 shorts, 15 principles of divine love and connections and life, and 15 values of divine love and connections and life. For those of you that don't know or not aware, I would like to refresh what are the principles and values of a mature connections and life. Watch these shorts, okay? That's the only way divine connection can be going, can work, okay? And that's what I felt, and I woke up today with this incredible lucid dream. It was almost like watching the Akashic record story of collective divine masculine, divine feminine, and I was just being the voice. It's up to you, divine masculines, now, okay? It's up to your discernment. So I'm sending a lot of blessings to you, masculines, to heal that wound, and your divine feminines are healing that wound with you, because you are connected through the divine golden cord of your heart, and you are divinely protected by all your spirit realms, and you are blessed. This love has been your reward for what you have endured, both of you. So embrace it with open heart and authenticity. Namaste. Let's seal it with sacred sounds. Hallelujah. Namaste Om. Thank you, divine spirit realm, spirit guides, angels, archangels, higher selves of divine masculines and divine feminines, for this sacred channeled message. It's all said and done out of love, out of deep care. It's not mocking anyone, okay? It's not slandering anyone. It's not calling out anyone. It's humbly presented by spirit guides to heal this wound between divine feminine, divine masculine connection, for higher love, blooming, and for high learning. And releasing this wounded loop cycle once and forever, so that you don't have to repeat it in next lifetime. I hear. You can do it. You are ready. You are ready. Yes, free yourself from that control. It's time to take back control of your life and free yourself from the negative beliefs, negative perception. Free yourself from all those blockages that you've created, divine masculines, in your life. Okay? Seek the truth within. Integrate that, what you've just received. I hope it helps. I'm grateful. And me as a divine feminine, I just want to say that we see you, divine masculine. We divine feminines, we see you truly and utterly the way you are. We see you and we love you exactly as you are. There is nothing that could be changed. You are perfect to us the way you are, with all your wounds, with all your imperfection and perfections. To us, you are perfect. Perfect mosaic of all that you are. Even the things that you cannot accept with yourself. We love them. And we are complement. Remember, divine masculines, divine feminines, divine connections, they don't complete each other, they complement each other. It's like two pieces of different unique puzzles that fit perfectly. What you don't have or you lack, she has. What she doesn't have and lacks, you have. You complement each other. Where she weak, you are there for her. Where you are weak, she is there for you. Allow it to finally unfold in authentic light. That's all I'm gonna say. All out of love. Okay? Divine feminines have no interest in flirting with others, caring about others. They've chosen you long ago. They don't care about anybody else. And they could be walking Jesuses, they wouldn't care. They can look like whatever they want, they don't care, because the perfection they see is in you, in your light, in your soul. And you've already spiritually married, spiritually connected. So masculines, please trust what all divines are telling you, okay? And what your feminine is telling you. Trust them. They are not the low vibrational, shallow karmics that you have to deal with. As much as they know that you are not this shallow karmics that they had to deal with. You went through those lessons already, both of you. Now you're on the high level. Why would you take things from primary school into your university? You're already level of university. Guys, the divine connections are not a level. It's a university. The shallow karmic connections are primary school level. You are already level of the ocean, divine connections, right? all of you, divine feminines, divine masculines, divine connections, twin flames, soulmates, higher level soulmates, you are the level of ocean. The karmics that you experienced in past and karmics that they experienced in past, even the years ago, the karmic loops that you've experienced in past, as well as if you have experienced some tests between the two of you because you didn't approach each other authentically, or you didn't approach her authentically. You have learned from these all, and you've matured into university level, into ocean level, 133. Okay? Once you are already that depth of ocean, you cannot become paddle anymore. None of you. Neither of you two. So release those karmic residues of experiences from the levels of those karmics that operated on the level of paddle, and let yourself enjoy the graduated. You deserve it. You deserve that depth. You deserve this higher love. And you both are ready. Divine feminines and divine masculines. You both are ready. So don't let your fears self-sabotage. Okay? Any longer. You're sabotaging it with a divine feminine that doesn't deserve it. Okay? Neither you deserve it at this stage to self-sabotage yourselves. So, for whoever it resonates with, this was the divine message from Spirit Guides, okay? I love you all and I wish you all the best, okay? Okay, bye-bye. Take care. That without, sorry, I forgot your name. You told me previous partner. Okay, everybody, so how did you feel about it? Does it resonate with any of you? Thank you, dear Sue. You're such a good friend of mine. Thank you. Like, Sue, girl, you always cheer me up when you're here. Thank you so much for being here. And guys, divine feminines, divine masculine, stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking. Listen to your emotions. Listen to your heart. What did I say? Your heart is your compass. It cannot fool you. It's just your mind giving it wrong perceptions that fooling you. It's your mind that is fooling you. And those external karmic people that you allow to listen. You know, you're allowing their BS to manipulate your perception. Don't allow. That's why divine connections are targeted very much by karmics, okay? Because it has a operating on a higher light. So they are targeted by karmics. So there are loads of karmic interferences, but you need to have discernment. You divine masculines and you divine feminines need to have a discernment, not to allow those karmic people, neither your friends and family members, to negatively intervene or manipulate or influence your discernments about you. You have to listen to your heart. This is the higher love. This is no shallow BS. This is the higher, deep love based on integrity and high principles and values. You know it already. You feel it through your heart. Don't let the monkey mind or monkey minds of others mess up with your divine path. Those friends, they are not going to walk that path for you or with you, but they are creating unnecessary dirt thrown in your path to detour you. Okay, you need to have a discernment. What is good for you and what is not. What is good nourishment for you, or what is not good nourishment. And most of the time, the twin flame connections or high-level soulmate connections has to be kept secret from the actual karmic environment and family members that are not aware, don't understand this higher level of the shallow people, paddle mindset people, has to be hidden from them, has to be protected, divinely protected. That's why such a big army of spirit guides and angelic realms are protecting these divine connections. Because these divine connections are chosen ones, chosen connections to activate the higher level of consciousness for entire humanity. These are not just like, oh, boyfriend, girlfriend. These are the higher purpose connections. And we feel it from within. So it needs to be addressed, okay? Obviously, everybody has a free will to choose it. Who's that? Business. So everybody, okay, would anybody want to have a reading now? Let me drink something. This was very deep and profound. Oh my god, my water became a tea. It's so warm, hot like. It became a tea. Thank goodness it's mixed with the green tea as well. Oh my god, it's really warm. Very nice. Very nice for my throat. And it's beautifully charged by sun rays. Hello Samia, friend, welcome. Thank you so much. So who would like to have a reading today? Would anybody want to have a question? You can throw the question in. I'm going to do 1 or 2 people and then I'm going to go off, okay? Hello Mason, welcome. Yeah, you don't have to interact with the reader. I'm just gonna read what I see, okay? Or whoever. So would you like to have a reading for yourself as well, Mason? Or you mean that you want to just listen to other people's readings? Okay, message was held for review. If I just want to view it, is it gonna show up? Oh gosh, Mason, don't turn into troll. Just be respectful, okay? Thank you, another moderator, that you handled it, whoever you are. I'm grateful for it. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna take you, Luna. What is my DM learning around commitment and monogamy? Yeah, monogamy. That's a beautiful divine connections foundation that both respect. Especially divine feminines like. We don't care about polygamy or we don't care about changing people. I must say something to masculines that don't understand what divine feminine is, okay? We treasure deeply our sacred temples, okay? We understand our sacred temples way too much to be allowing to be violated by different masculines. It's below our level. And if you masculines truly think of us that way, you don't know us at all. You don't know what divine feminine is. What is the embodiment of divine feminine? Okay, monogamy is a very big foundation of divine feminine's connections and divine masculine's connections, because the physical connection between divine masculine and divine feminine is whole another level from energetic perspective. It's activating kundalini energy, and it's literally connecting divine feminine and divine masculine physically, activates the kundalini energy and activates divine feminine and divine masculine straight into their higher selves, clearing the karmic. That's why it takes so long for divine feminine and divine masculine to actually connect together. And there's so many obstacles by karmics. There's so many energetic psychic attacks and all that, because the physical connection divine masculine, divine feminine, when it comes to it, it's whole another level. It creates actual volcanic energetic burst of divine light that goes as a ripple effect to humanity and activates the codes within other masses. 144, we are chosen ones. We are the chosen. Pleiadians are backing it up. So stop doubting your divine feminines, okay, masculines. Stop doubting their loyalty. Stop doubting that. We would never. We are in celibacy because we are centered within ourselves, deeply treasuring our temples and treating it as sacred. We wouldn't let anyone violate in this. So you have to snap out of that low vibration perception. We are not karmic feminines. We are divine feminines. So I really need to say it. Okay? 7-7 is there. Yes, tuned into our integrity we are. Since we met you divine feminine masculines, we didn't even have to meet you physically yet, yeah? I haven't, let's say, I'm not going to be talking my privacy out of safety and privacy for my divine masculine, but I haven't even met physically my divine masculine. It's all 5D, but we are connected. Our souls are connected. So it activates a lot within both of them, okay? It changes both divine masculine and divine feminines. It activates their higher selves. They activate higher selves within each other. Okay? That's the purpose of it as well. So, and big changes are starting happening in their karmic environments because of it. Because they can no longer sustain that. Because their energy is naturally elevated out of it. And they shift the timelines since they're spiritually connected to their divine feminines. However far they are from each other. Yeah? There is nothing that can actually break this law of connection. No age gaps, all these physical reality things, like age gap, is just testing the depth of the love. You know, distances, different classes, different traditions, different religions, whatever the differences are. It's all just to align divine feminines and divine masculines with their higher self, to realize discernment that all these things are not important in divine connections. So let's go for it, Luna. Yeah, me too, dear Luna. Me too. I don't care about masculines. Like, when we divine feminine choose our masculines, there's no way back. Unless they truly directly tell us in our face, hey, I don't want you. I don't want you. I just don't want you. So don't. Okay. Then divine feminine has dignity and integrity and moves forward, moves on. And eventually she will find hell of a soulmate because her spirit guides know that she deserves to be loved the right way. Or vice versa. Okay? But she's not going to go and seek other masculines for attention. She has integrity. We have integrity. We don't need attention. We are attentive to ourselves enough. We don't need attention by other men. It's below our dignity. It's below our integrity. It's below our value. No way. No way. We know who we want, and that's why we chose them. Because we know who we are and we love ourselves. You know? And that's why we love our divine masculines. Because they are another part of us, and we are another part of them. We have it clear because we think through intuition. We feel through emotions. We use our heart compass since the day one. What is that? It probably belongs like that. So, Luna, how do we know if there will be union in this lifetime? Yeah, we cannot know. It all depends on free will of divine masculine and divine feminine, whether they follow their divine guidance within them or whether they choose the wounded selves to rule the journey. That's why some twin flames, if the divine masculines or even divine feminines, depends, are too much set in their victim wounded selves and they deny through fear-based filters all this divine connection. They are blocking it naturally, and it can continue lifetimes, but it will not be cancelled. It's inevitable. It's written in the divine contract, so they have to finish their contract, because all the other connections that are around rely on that contract. It's just like you have an avatar in a game, you have your counterpart avatar in that same game, but then you interact with others, right, in the game. If you choose to leave that game prematurely, because you choose you don't want this, the other players cannot play their roles anymore. So you have to reset the game and do it again. So you might as well just try to do it in his life. It's just on the other side of the fear. Okay? It's just the other side of the fear, especially for masculines, wounded masculines. But also some wounded feminines in their masculine energy are the ones that, you know, are the avoidant ones. So that's how it works. Hello, Cheryl. Why are you repeating it 5 times or 4 times? Very nice. Right. Okay, Luna, let's go for it. So we are doing Luna's reading now. So, what is your divine masculine? Learn about your commitment. How did you inspire him? And what is it that you both connect in learning already? Okay. Okay, dear Luna, so I feel, what is your masculine learning around the commitment, monogamy, and how did you inspire him, right? So what is he learning first in general? To see this connection from higher perspective, that's the first thing. He's learning to embrace the higher perspective of this connection and realize that it's not what he experienced before, and therefore he cannot compare it to it. He's more aware of realizing that this love and this commitment has transformed his views about commitments and connections. It's given him more courage and self-respect. He's given him more inner strength and control over his physical desires. And if he used to be a player, let's say, it's helping him and transform him into coming more into preserving their energies. And that's for also for collective, okay, masculines. It doesn't mean that your divine feminine is fully embraced in the monogamy and understanding her temple. Remember, if you allow your divine energy be spread around among karmics, they are taking that precious divine energy of divine masculine from you, and they are feeding from you, okay? It's parasitic energies. If you spread yourself in many karmic places, if you know what I mean, you are creating energetic holes, H-O-L-E, holes, pierced holes in your energetic field, which from these karmics then suck you out like vampires. You are allowing them to drag you down from your divine self to their level. And you're allowing those karmics that you allow in quantity to feed on you without you even knowing it, without your awareness. So usually divine masculines, when they connect to divine feminine, this is naturally slowly changing. Eventually divine masculine starts realizing that this bachelor fleeting spreading himself around no longer serves him, no longer works for him, and no longer interests him. So he's also changing, he's transforming into realizing that his energy, his sexual energy, is also precious, and treasuring this sexual energy for his divine feminine, becoming naturally monogamous, not because divine feminine is demanding it, not because divine feminine is forcing him, but because he himself starts realizing through the transformation, through this higher love transformation, he's realizing the value of this sacred sexual energy that actually then lets him want to share it only with his divine feminine. So they eventually connect in deeper level where divine masculine, neither divine feminine, no longer entertain multiple sexual experiences anymore. Neither other connected experiences with other karmic feminines or karmic masculines. They outgrown it. They outgrown it and transformed it within them. And that's the stage your masculine is at the moment, right? He's choosing the path with you consciously. It's already in his higher consciousness, and it's coming into this physical reality. He's taking time to reflect about it, integrating it, and this passionate physical energy that he used to spread around, now he's preserving it, transforming this into his out the wisdom that comes out of it, because sexual energy is the highest vibrational energy. That's why the shadow matrix created porn and all those dirty, dark ways of exploiting sexual energy between people, and it created promiscuity, it created the norm that it's okay, it's normal when you have hundreds of girls, you are a hero. Yeah, you are a hero because you have every day a different girl or different boy, whatever. It was all mind manipulation, because the shadow government was very aware of the fact that sexual energy is the most sacred energy, and it activates the deep awakening within the two. That's why they wanted to exploit it, okay, and abuse it. Divine masculines are finally awakening into realizing that porn is not good for them. It is shadow, dark energy, and it's exploiting their sacredness. That having multiple experiences and sexual connections and experiences is nothing heroistic. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to show off with. But it's actually slowly draining them of their sacred energy. And it's dragging them down to the lower vibrational realms, where he attracts more dark entities, yeah, in karmic connections. So divine masculine is awakening to it already. Divine feminine has been already awakening to it a long time, okay? But divine masculine is awakening into it in these recent times, and cutting off all the karmic connections, karmic sexual playmates and all that, because he's realizing that his sacred sexual energy is meant to be preserved for sacred connection with his divine feminine and with himself, because that sacred sexual energy, if it's not exploited through porn, self-pleasing activities, or exploiting sexual experiences with karmic females, he realizes that if he preserves that sexual energy within him, it creates this beautiful connection with all chakras, and is connecting him deeper and with his source energy, with the God, with his inner God, inner source, okay, within. He's realizing the potency of that sacred energy. And divine feminine already knows it. That's why divine feminine are mostly celibate for a long time already, and using their sacred sexual energies for channeling the between divine, okay? So he's already realizing all this, seeing the big picture about all this. So he's on the right path. He's choosing this path consciously already, and he's transforming it with himself, okay? He sees you as his inspiration, his joy. He's seeing you like activation of that higher perception shift within him. He's aware of it. And mutual energy between the two of you is that you both are finally aware that this is divine connection. You are taking this break between each other, this separation period, to anchor in it, integrating it within yourselves, and tuning into your higher selves so that you can come right to each other. You're freeing yourself from all these karmic energies, from these connections. I recommend all masculines, even feminines, cut cords with all those karmics. It's not enough if you just leave them, okay? They're still connected with cords. They can still have power over you and still drain you from afar. So you have to cut cords with them, okay? I have 11 or 12 shorts parts from last year where I speak about cutting cords. It's called cutting cords. So please watch it from 1 to 12. I think it's 12 or 11. So yeah, you have experience in this connection already in the 5D, and you are already connected through telepathy and your heart cords. So you both are aware of each other's importance in their life, in each other's lives. And you are liberating yourself from all karmic energies and wounded places that you integrated within yourself and healing. That's what I hear and feel with this reading. I hope it resonates with you, dear Luna. Everything is perfect, perfectly aligned. Just be your best self in your divine purpose. Shine your light. Okay. Thank you for your hearts, Cheryl. Lot of trolls. Luna, are you my secret moderator? Who's been handling those trolls? I'm happy and grateful to you, whoever it is. Is it you, Luna? Or is it you, Sue? Or is it some secret moderator that is not showing his face now? Or not showing up in the chat? Whoever you are, I'm grateful to you and thank you so much. Thank you. I'm grateful for those of you that take that initiative and voluntarily do that for me. It's really kind of you, okay? And I'm grateful to all of you that did that. So I wonder who handles it. There's always somebody, it always tells me that somebody else already handled it. So who could handle it? I don't know. That is weird. Because I don't think I have any moderators. Did you do it, Sue? Are you handling those trolls? I would like to know who is it so that I understand how the YouTube works. Because I didn't personally set up any moderators. So how could that work? And who is that secret moderator that operates it? Did you handle it, Sue? Was it you? I'm just curious because it always only says another moderator already handled it. But who is that another moderator? Weird. Anyway, whoever it is, if it's my spirit guides, thank you so much. Okay. Dear Sue, would you like to have a reading, or you just came to shine your light in our chat? Okay, guys. Hello, Kanzir. Welcome. What's your question, Kanzir? What kind of reading would you like? Do you have a concrete question, or would you like to have general? Whatever your spirit guides are want to show you that you are energetically on your journey, where your current energetic journey flow. That's usually the best one because yeah. Okay, so tell me if you want to read it. If not, I'm leaving after Kanzir. Okay, Kanzir. Let's see what the spirit guides are guiding you towards and where is your flow at the moment, okay? Oh my god, okay. Kanzir, I don't know if you're masculine or feminine, but you have a very similar energy of the collective masculines. So your spirit guides are guiding you um, to, if you're not already doing it, maybe, okay, feminine, perfect. So you've got this same cards kind of energy now for you as masculine had in previous life, in previous energy. Okay, you are going through now a period where you are embracing the bigger picture of events that happened to you in past and present. Okay, there's so you are experiencing and unlocking the depths of your awareness, and this time through the experiences from your life and understanding why that happened. What did you learn from it? What is it meant to bring you for the next steps of your life? Where does it guide you? And what is it that you only meant to take to your next stage? All that is unfolding in front of you right now, is unlocking, and you are understanding or going through that transformation of understanding why you had to experience them. Okay, that it wasn't just a victim based, that somebody was out to get you, but actually it was something that you signed up for in different levels for that higher learning, and you are experiencing this transformative period where you are realizing and understanding why you experienced it and what is it that you learned from it and how it changed you to the better, how it evolved you, okay? And where you are meant to take this wisdom and bring it to your purpose, okay? It's also an energy of self-acceptance. So perhaps you have created boundaries that allowed you to accept yourself more through these events and through these experiences, where you understand importance of your being and why you must protect it, why you must let this knowing and this wisdom integrate within you, so that you no longer allow anybody again to put you down. Okay, you accepting yourself for your mistakes that you've created in your path. You accepting, or you going through acceptance and transformation in that. You going through accepting that some things couldn't work out for higher learning, for the reason that some things have worked out the way they did for the higher reason, for higher learning, and you're accepting that within you and integrating that within you. So you are going through the transformational period where all that is becoming clear. You are connecting to your crown chakra, you're connecting to your third eye, you're connecting to your higher senses through this. Yeah, you may be connected to the moon, and perhaps the full moons and moon shifts have effect on you as well. During those periods you may feel a lot more insightful energies, and it always brings out something within you that you didn't know, and transforms you every lunar cycles. Also, I feel that there are still things that are not fully revealed, and it's guiding you to connect your trinity in within you. Okay, your mind, body, and soul has to align, and that's what you're going through as well. It feels very profound period for you, and it's going to help you shift to a timeline where you can take it all and bring it into your purpose to serve others. Okay, yeah, you perhaps went through some heartbreak that helped you also to have more compassion about yourself, and also allowed you to experience that pain so that you could, I hear, recognize the depth of your heart and never allow any shallow people to take your heart for granted anymore. It's gonna, this healing period of your heart will help you to dream bigger, to take your dreams into reality and apply it on your next steps of your journey. This all was meant to happen so that you would connect all four elements within you: water, fire, earth, and air in alignment. Okay? I hear, if you are overthinker, it may heal your overthinking as well within you, because you will understand a higher big picture about overthinking, that it's just the control of a monkey mind, and that you've been learning to balance it out. Okay, and it will naturally fade out more you understand the meaning behind that. You overthink a lot, yeah, makes many of us. So that's how it feels. Okay, Chrism, I'm about to go. I'm just finishing this reading for Cancer. So this is the period. Take it easy, Cancer. Okay, and don't rush things. Don't beat yourself up anymore, and practice that self-acceptance within you. Okay, what's the probability of her energy in a, if Cancer integrates all this wisdom, what could be the outcome energy Okay, I don't get many cards anymore. I've got win or lose and heart-to-heart conversations. So with this feeling, I feel that if you integrate all these wisdoms within you and stop putting too much focus on this overthinking, don't allow yourself to be controlled by the overthinking, you can create a timeline for yourself, or shift to your timeline for yourself, where you will allow yourself to express your emotions more openly. It's going to be much better flow for you. If you find hard really to express your emotions to others because of fear of being heartbroken again, this is something you're healing within you. And if you work on that overthinking, perhaps motivational videos could help. Yeah, whatever you are guided towards, it will help you to heal that part of you where you will be able to open up more to others. That could create ripple effect then to perhaps possible love connections. But it's truly up to free will of yourself and up to the way you handle this test. But look, we've got love, so there could be possible beautiful love connections on a horizon, but this has to be taken care of, okay? This overthinking and negative fear-based scenarios in your mind, okay? Don't allow your mind to control your life, your self-sabotaging your timelines, because it keeps you in the loop. It keeps you in the low vibrational timelines where you may experience reflection of your overthinking experience. Okay, that's what I hear. So this is it. Thank you so much. Chrisman, I'm just gonna give you 1 or 2 cards. Okay, general, right? What's your, do you have a question? Then I'm gonna go, okay? If somebody else comes, I'm not doing any more readings. So Chrisman, general, say yes if just the general. I'm gonna show you. Okay, I've been getting Hermit card, retreat and recharge. Chrism, okay, so your spirit guides are guiding you to tune into yourself more. Go to perhaps nature's, I always refer you to nature because this is the most important place. You have guardian angels, you're not alone, and communication, okay? In the nature you will communicate and connect with your spirit beings, spirit guides. Your animal kingdom is connected to you very much. So you will, if you allow yourself to tune into yourself from the depths of yourself, okay, not allowing your logic or matrix based karmic programming control your life anymore, but you tune more into your inner stillness. You continue focusing on aligning yourself with your true authentic beingness. The best possible way is to reconnect with nature, natural places, okay, away from distractions. Okay, you could be also connected to animal spirits, spirit animals. You may be meeting or encountering a lot of beautiful animal beings. Know that it's not random or it's not coincidence. These are the spirit guides, and with communicating with him or practicing communication and tuning into their frequency, you will receive more about your own being, and it will help you to realign with your own purpose. You are not alone. If you feel alone, you're not alone. Your guardian angels are guiding you. You may be finding feathers in weird places. Know that it's your guardian angels reminding you always in hard times that you're not alone. They're always with you, okay? Even your loved ones that passed on to another realm. So you are in the timeline now and the current present of self-discovery, self-realization, self-attunement, I hear, and tuning through the gifts of Mother Earth. So even sacred plant medicine, I hear you could try, if you're guided to sacred plant medicine that could help you to reconnect with you, to be your permission slip, only until the moment where you will learn how to do it naturally, organically. These are just permission slips for us. These are just teachers for us to help us to see where we're heading and how it's done, so that we can start enjoying and we can start to get to that place on our own in natural way. Yes, 5 twos. So if you are guided, or if some sacred plant medicine calls you in, be open to it. You're divinely guided to it. Connect to it. It has to be natural. It cannot be chemicals, yeah? So don't allow any man-made chemical BS. If you are guided to sacred plant medicine, only organic, straight from nature. Okay? So that's what I feel. It could help you to connect in nature, do rituals of Mother Earth, connect with, I hear Mayan calendar, and that could be something that your particular self may be connected to through the lineages or through your DNA connection to different civilizations. So it could be something that you could start with. Also, nighttime may be the most in your alignment with your natural self, your natural clock within you. So the night time could be time that will help you connect more with yourself within, and practice perhaps meditation or any kind of practices that are close to you. Could be Tai Chi, could be Qigong, could be martial arts, could be transcendental meditation, could be out-of-body experiences practices, could be all sorts of hypnotherapy, yeah, could be anything of those ways. But whatever you feel that you resonate with, and whatever comes to you in synchronistic ways, signs and synchronicities. So whatever comes to you in synchronistic ways, somebody offers it to you, or you keep seeing the same thing that refers to it, that's a angelic realm or your higher selves guiding you towards it. Okay, listen to your inner compass, your heart. Okay, everybody, and your soul. I'm going. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for your likes and subscribes if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye, dear Sue. Okay, take care. Bye bye.